Sooner or later, either passion, generosity, or selfishness will push you to review someone's book. Why do I say passion? You either love or hate the book so much that you must tell the world. Or generosity. You know the book's message will help others. Or you want to help the author sell books, and you understand that reviews help sell books. Or maybe selfishness. Your review of another person's book helps your own book when you sign your reviews, author of your book title. Most book buyers purchase more than one title on any given subject. So when they're looking for a book on leadership, customer service, or whatever, you see other titles mentioned in the book review section. That triggers them to take a look at your own title. You can also draw attention to your speaking, training, or consulting business if you mention it very subtly in that review. Finally, as a much appreciated content curator, you can post your book review or other book reviews on your own social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. With the following do's in mind, you should be able to write a substantive review in 5 to 10 minutes. I'll offer these guidelines from my earlier years of writing book reviews for the Houston Chronicle. They work well for most nonfiction. Now, it's not necessary to include all the following guidelines and items that I'm going to talk about, but they're typical of most professional reviews. The first guideline: overview in a sentence or two the book's key concepts, but don't simply just repeat the jacket or the editorial copy. 2, give your opinion about whether the author achieved his or her stated purpose. Usually that'll be in the introduction. And then comment on how the book compares or differs from others on the market on that topic. Dan Janelle of PR Leads did this powerfully with this particular review comment. He said, quote, "If you're a fan of Robert Cialdini's Influence, the book Influence, or Dan Kennedy's copywriting books, you must read What More Can I Say? It has up-to-date research on how to influence people. Some of the work will challenge established beliefs like adding more benefits and bonuses to actually decrease people's perception of your offer," end quote. Notice also how this reviewer tossed in a great teaser. 2, point out particularly helpful sections that the reader wouldn't know by simply just reading the editorial copy on the jacket. Jacob Paulson wrote this comment about the book Execution is the Strategy. He said, "I found a lot of value in the sections about training and coaching. Understanding how to best create an environment of mentors, for example, was really helpful," end of quote. An anonymous Amazon customer had this to say about the book Complainers and Energy Drainers. "I specifically like the way to refocus conversations with complainers and the actual words I can use," end quotes. Another guideline: point out a negative or a weakness in the book if you see any. If this is a friend or respected colleague, obviously you don't want to write a bad review, yet pointing out what some might call a weakness actually lends credibility to your overall favorable review. The following are some examples of what I mean by a negative comment that I recently wrote on reviews for books by colleagues, and each one is intended really as a backhanded positive. About Roy Vaden's book, Procrastinate on Purpose, I said, quote, "Don't let the title mislead you. This book covers much more ground than the title implies." Well, the positive is don't pass this book up just because you think it's about procrastination. He has a big, much bigger message here. For another review on the book Nourished by Becky Johnson and Rachel Randolph, I wrote this negative, which is actually a backhanded positive. I said, "The authors are their best and funniest in the chapter on nourishing your marriage relationships. They offer totally positive viewpoints on adding romance, both valid and substantial." The weakness, of course, was the two authors disagreed what they said, but the backhanded compliment was both made substantial points. The goal in pointing out a weakness with a colleague's book is somewhat the same as the job applicants answer when they're asked the cliched question, what is your biggest weakness? And they answer, I'm a perfectionist. Another guideline, point out anything about the book's organization or design, such as photos, diagrams, assessment surveys, downloadables, etc. Anything that's particularly helpful or unique. And then establish the credibility of the author if you're aware of that person's reputation in the field. And then give your overall opinion about the book. Is it worth reading? If so, for what audiences? All audiences or a specific audience? Joyce Weiss commented about clout matters. This book is perfect for both the experienced and the new social networker. The upshot, do your colleagues and yourself a favor. Read widely to broaden your thinking and write a thoughtful review to continue the conversation. The next week, we'll talk about the don'ts in book reviews.